Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. So today I'm here with a brand new video, and this is actually about failure, rejection, failing in business, failing in freelancing, all of that. I think that it's also a very important topic to touch on because someone asked me yesterday about how I've been able to, I guess, essentially survive so long in business or be sure that I don't want to go back to corporate. So I ended up texting her this giant story, but I thought that I would actually talk to you guys about that today. So one thing I want to tell you about freelancing is that you have to bet on yourself. If you've never done that before, you might not know what that entails. And that entails um, a lot of stepping outside of your comfort zone, going over and beyond what the average person would do or go beyond. And it also involves accepting failure, and it also involves managing your mental health in such a way that what you do is not who you are. And I can go on and on and on and on about that, but I think I just want to touch on um, basically like the essentials that I think are essentials that I've personally gone through. I don't like to tell you guys about things that I've personally have never gone through. So one thing that I can definitely tell you about going over and beyond is that what you think is enough is not enough. Okay. The first time I learned about conversion rates and like leads and basically like the whole sales funnel. So if you're in the social media space, you understand that followers are not your clients. Okay. They If you put out something, it's not to say that you're gonna be sold out in the day that you put it out. So followers are basically cold leads or cold clients, and then you have to warm them up to where they are warm leads and where they eventually convert into clients, right? And this funnel can be excruciating if you give up at the top because it's also about longevity. So I actually thought that it would take me less than a year to make the amount of money that I wanted to make and to be as stable as I wanted to be. And I'm a year in, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface. The thing that I'm the most thankful about is that I am currently not being supported by my parents, which is so great because I think because I'm such an over I don't want to say that I'm an overachiever, but let's just say that because I'm such an overachiever, where I am currently is not enough for where I thought I would be by now. But if I have to look back and actually go according to my gratitude list or just really look at the things that I have accomplished, then I would really say that that has been uh, sort of like an invincible goal. Because before, when I was unemployed, my parents used to take care of me, specifically my mother. And my one big goal was not to need her money. So I think when I reached that, I was like, okay, oh, one less thing to stress about. But where exactly am I supposed to be in this journey? Do you get what I mean? So let's talk about what it really takes to go over and beyond. So, if let's say we assume that you have a starting opening kind of like conversion rate of 10%, that means that if let's say you want to make, and I'm using someone else's example because I will never forget that example, but let's say if you want to make 10,000 Rand a month, then and your services are 2,000 Rand a month, you understand that you need five clients in order to make 10,000 Rand a month, right? So if let's say out of, and you don't have any immediate people who are going to take up your services, so that means that you need to reach out, basically cold reach out to people. So let's say you reach out to about let's take an easy number. So let's say you reach out to about 50 people. So if your conversion rate is 10%, that means that out of the 50 people that you reached out to, 10% is only going to be about five people. Okay. So that means that you know that in each time to get five people, you need to reach out to about 50 people. And let me tell you, like, you'll be lucky if your conversion rate is that high. That means that your services are in demand, you're targeting the right people. That's the thing about business that people also don't understand is that if your target audience is wrong, doesn't matter how much effort you put into it, you will never convert. So I'm basing this 10% based on a based on the fact that your targeting is accurate, right? So then if you reach out to 50 people and your conversion rate is 10%, then only 5 people are gonna sign up with you. So that is fine for 10K, which means that if you want more than 10K, either you raise your money or you raise your conversions. And by money, I mean you raise what you ask. So maybe now instead of asking 2K, you now ask 5K. And that will require you to sign less clients, but it will also require those clients that you do sign to pay you a higher rate. Also taking into effect the fact, like the assumption that you're targeting correctly. So to go over and beyond is not reaching out to 3 people selling your services, and when they all say no, you are like devastated by it. That simply means A, your targeting is incorrect, or B, your conversion rate is lower than what you thought. So that is all, like, and that is based on my experience as a service provider. I don't know anything about product. I don't know how many times people need to see these earrings to buy them, and I also don't know anything about owning an actual brick and mortar store. So this is only service based. And let's say if you are working on commission, same thing. If you're not moving, if you're not selling, nothing is coming in. And if you're not warming up your leads all the time, they forget about you because there are other things that they would rather be doing. Okay. Then the next thing is that you need to accept failure way faster than you used to in the past. And this was a real struggle for me because I I don't fail. uh, the few times that I had, I was very like shook by them. So I hate failing, I hate rejection. And I think that's why I never used to talk to people before, up until I had a sales job that I took on purpose because I wanted to learn about sales. And I realized it's okay if someone says no. It's okay if someone is not ready to work with you yet. It's okay if you have to call someone back 5 times or more than 5 times for them to give you the sale, right? But because if your pride is in it and your joy, your future is in someone saying yes or no, then you're gonna give up way faster than what you're supposed to. And then another thing is that you also need to be progressively learning all the time. All your free time shouldn't be spent on resting. Yes, you should rest like a normal human being. You get what I mean? Someone tried to fight me about that recently. Yes, rest is normal. But what I'm saying is that you shouldn't sit and wait for someone to be calling you. You should constantly be on the move. If you're not talking to people, you should be learning about a certain skill that you should actually realize if you fail at something that this is something that you have to learn. To make an example, I recently onboarded a client who uses Trello. I used Airtable, and Trello and Airtable is kind of like the same app, blah blah blah, but it's like Trello is different. So now I have to learn Trello. I can't say to her, "Hey, I can't help you because I've never used Trello." No, I have to adapt to Trello. Do you know what I mean? Another thing is that, for example, if you want to be a leader, you have to teach yourself how to be a leader and learn from other leaders. Luckily, with the leaders we have today, they write books about their experiences and all of these things. So pick up as many leadership books as you possibly can and learn about leadership. If you want to learn about money, pick up as many money books as you can find and learn about money. It's really that simple, and no one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna download this information into you. Okay, so, and I know that sounds like really ugh, but I really wish someone hit me over the head with this when I first started, even though I did immerse myself in a lot of learning, but I feel like I did too much learning and not enough executing. I really thought that saying, oh my gosh, this is what I do now, people were just gonna flock to me, and they didn't. My current clients are all people I've never met before. Like, I've met one of my clients. I went to her office and I worked with her there, but the rest of my clients, I've never met them. Same with my students. I do a lot of tutoring. So with my tutoring, there are 2 students who see me face to face. The rest are online. Never met them. But had I restricted myself to this environment, I would still be in the hole that I was in a while ago. All of this to say, you have to equip yourself with what you need in order to succeed. You also have to um, accept failure. One of my favorite YouTubers said she prefers to fail fast. What that means is that you don't wait an entire year to fail. Like, it's better if you experience failure earlier on. In that way, you know what to do and you pivot. Okay? Or you learn from what you are doing and then you decide to go a different direction. But it's a complete waste of time to be slow in executing something only to learn like a few months later that it was never gonna work. So everyone learns differently. I get that. And I also think that everyone has a different relationship with failure, productivity, time management, all of these other things. But in order for you to see results, you have to move fast, lean, and like you also have to move in a system that won't burn you out. Been there, done that. Okay. If you work with people who constantly need breaks all the time and who just don't want to do the work, then maybe that's not the right fit for you. Maybe you should scale back and look at somebody else who might be on your level of executing. Another thing is that it's okay to say goodbye to people. Like they don't have to pay you for the rest of their lives. Like I recently, I'm currently in the process of offboarding one client that I thought I'll be working with forever, and I had to learn that okay, there's a time and place, and that's okay. So you have to like, I don't want to say go with the flow. I hate that expression. Because I'm not a going with the flow type of person. I'm like a serial planner. But even for me, I've had to adjust my plans a lot to accommodate my current lifestyle, my current business, and where it is that I want to go. So, just to wrap up, failure is okay. Do more than the average person. Adapt where you need to. Always be learning, okay? Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the mistakes of others. If you want to be a leader but you don't read leadership books, where how are you going to get the knowledge of what type of leader you want to be? Anything is doable. Podcasting is not for certain people. YouTubing is not for certain people. um Tutoring is not for certain people. If you want to do all those things, acquire the knowledge that is needed to do that particular thing and do it. Okay. Same with any other profession. If you want to be an accountant right now, the stream to the accountingville is quite clear. If you want to be a lawyer, the path to lawyerville is cut out for you. If you want to be a social media manager, YouTube, okay, or get a coach or get a business coach. If you want to develop yourself, get a self-development coach. All of these things are available to you. So it's all about you taking charge and making it happen. So I really hope this helps. If you want to learn or if you want me to talk about anything in particular regarding failure or rejection or anything like that in business, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.